So this was the first. So Switch 2 came out, right? Mario Kart World came out, right? So this is the first Mario game where Nintendo didn't credit Shigeru Miyamoto since the beginning of Mario, basically. From what I understand, the last game he was credited for was Mario Kart 8. So it wasn't Wonder,
really,
or this. Yeah,
maybe like his like ownership is like petered out or something, and they just like don't have to.
That's what I assume, right?
But
we're on this like new
move.
wave of Mario, I guess.
Right, because the voice actor.
It's all right, because they got rid of Charles Martinet, right? It's the new guy.
But he's an ambassador.
They changed like the art design. Right, he still works for Nintendo. He's not.
He still makes bank. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't freak out just yet.
Yeah, it's like all redesigned to Mario for like the last two projects, and it seems like that kind of is the design going forward. So I don't know. It's really weird. So they like announced this after the fact too, that like the Princess Peach and Toad voice actor, who's been doing that for just as long as like Charles Martinet, basically, that she was like fired the day this game was released, essentially, and just told her she had been replaced. I guess she never got called for this game to do the voice lines.
Okay, so this is what I don't understand about that. So she said she learned the day that Mario Kart came out, right? But like, wouldn't you have realized this when the game was announced? Like, I don't remember recording lines for this game. I mean, the only scenario is that like she was under the assumption they're just using old other recorded lines they already had.
I think that's the assumption with these kinds of games. Even like Charles Martinet, right? I don't like. How often are they recording these voice lines for these games, right?
Get in the booth, old man.
Say, like, yeah, right. How many times can you say Wahoo as Mario, right? With it like sounding different or anything?
Right. Well,
I don't know. I think it's something like that, but still, like that's such a terrible thing to do on Nintendo's part.
I'm assuming they have something in their contract, like, hey, we can use like the same lines for more than one game. Like they might prep years in advance, like and do it like in one big sitting. But oh yeah, it's still like a massive dick move. It's just
it's terrible, yeah.
Like I don't know.
I get it.
I assume if you're the voice actress for Peach, one of those iconic video game characters ever, I'm hoping you can find another job.
Oh right, like you're definitely like your resume is fine. Even like Toad, right? Toad's voice is like that iconic scream, right? Like ow, like that, like
right.
I don't know. I feel like she'll be fine, but it's still just like really terrible in Nintendo to kind of like do it behind their backs, I guess.
Right. I'm assuming like when you had like, you know, found out the day it released. I wonder if she like just reached out to them like, hey, like, am I in this game? And then on the day of the release, they're like, no, Lamau.
Right. Where's my royalty check for this? You're not getting one. What?
Why not? Because
why not?
You're not in the game.
You're not in it. Yeah.
What?
We use someone else. Sorry.
I can't. I like it. Shelly said, I can't wait to hear 80-year-old Mario. Wahoo. I don't know. I just peed myself. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird because like Nintendo, a lot of times they seem like really cool people. Like a lot of the developers stay for like decades.
Oh,
like,
forever, right?
Right. So like the working conditions must be really good. But then they pull this kind of stuff. It's like they're bad. They're not good with like, what is it, piracy or is it
right, they don't like piracy, they don't like ROMs or anything, right? Yeah.
On a whim.
Right.
But they but they love treating their people well. Maybe they're just, you know,
like honestly, everybody still likes to work there.
Maybe they don't let people go because they're afraid of like them telling secrets. You know, like
could be that.
Because like right? Things are never leaked. You know, ever. Like, can you ever think of a time a Nintendo game was leaked? And guess what? Everyone on 4chan who posts like new Pokemon leak, it's in this region. There's, you know, 2 duck legendaries. That doesn't count.
Never, right? Like, yeah, it just never happens. I don't know. They keep everything on such lockdown that like even if a 4chan person guesses it, right? It's like a 1 in a million chance. Even like back when like Smash was out, you know, and doing character releases or whatever, and like people were like, "Oh yeah, like I don't know, Conker's gonna be announced for Smash," and people are like, "No, he's not. Like, why would that ever happen, right?" But
Although I just want to clarify, to be fair, the other day, and it like blew my mind. Someone from 2023 perfectly leaked Pokemon ZA and Pokemon Scarlet Violet getting a enhancement for Switch 2.
an update. I'm sure it happens, right? Just not as like
it was a list of things, but like it was clear that they were actually, no, but you're right, yeah,
right. It definitely like happens, but it's not as often as like all of the other guys, you know. Like I feel like the Xbox presentation, we kind of knew everything coming out beforehand, right? Like the system leaked like well in advance of that,
right?
You know, even like Sony's thing, like the Marvel game, I think was the fighting game. It was like the only thing that was really a surprise, but I don't know. It's very they keep everything under lock and key, so I could see them being like, "No, you just work here forever now because we don't trust you to leave."
You know, the other thing about PlayStation and Xbox, that I don't think anyone cares about the leaks. You know, like no one's hyped for like you know, no one's hyped about it because Bloodborne hasn't arrived. That's why.
Right.
Bloodborne is
still no
holding
Bloodborne. Xbox still has no idea what they're doing with their life, and
they're just like,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah. But Nintendo, it's like, you know, you want to believe a Smash leak. You want to believe,
right?
You know,
I still want to believe that Smash is getting an Ultimate Edition that's going to be launching with the Switch 2, even though we're 2 weeks after the launch, right? Like, I still want to believe that leak.
We're the ones who, not started. We just thought of it. I don't think it was a leak.
Well, yeah, I know we started it, so that
right. We put it
yeah.
out there, right?
It's still happening, guys. Don't worry. I've recalculated the data. The dates were screwy. They will announce it at the next Direct. Yeah.
Oh my god. No. Oh, sorry. We must talk about article while I'm grinding. Yeah, but no one's excited about like Xbox and PlayStation leaks.
No, but you know what? Back to like Nintendo and their developers. Like, there's no reason, like, right? Like, Sakurai, for example, right? Like he's retired like 4 times, right? There's a reason he keeps coming back.
Yeah, he's
and like we joke,
that's why.
Right? We joke about him like getting chained to the desk and like forced into it, but obviously like Nintendo treats him well and is like, "Oh, you want to come make a Kirby game? Fine, but make us 3,000 more characters for Smash Ultimate or whatever," you know. So like they definitely seem like a decent company to work for, from a developer standpoint at least.
What was it? You know, it's kind of off. It was an X post, but it was. I wouldn't say it filled me with joy, but someone was like, "What was the best thing about the 3DS?" And I commented that the fact that they were able to put Smash 4 on it, and like it was just an amazing experience that didn't feel compromised, at least to me. You know, like, and I like, God. Anyway,
it's just so good. Oh, on top of that too, as of this recording, today is the 24th anniversary of the Game Boy Advance. And I just saw like a list of Game Boy Advance games, and I was like, God, that was so good. Like, what a good console generation.
Is SP considered in the Game Boy Advance line? It is, right?
Yeah.
Because it's technically okay.
Yeah, it was just a different model of it.
Right. I mean, I would argue the best model.
The better model. Right. The superior, literal godly model of it.
Like, I remember all things everyone didn't like about the Advance. Yeah, we fixed literally all of them. Like, no, you didn't.
Right,
no, we're serious. We fixed everything.
It closes. Okay. And it has a backlight. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You mean I don't have to play by the street light lamps anymore?
I mean, you can. Oh, right.
You can. All right. Thanks. You give me the option.
I remember
you can turn it off. There's a button.
Dude, the amount of times my parents bought an SP for my brother is just like unfortunate. The amount of times I saw what could only be described as a black hole in the screen, it's more than I'd like to know. Like, it's insane how many, like, he'd punch it or like hit the back or whatever, and you just see this gaping hole in the middle of the screen, and it's just like, it's over.
I broke like my first SP because I think I think I like sat on it or something.
Dude.
Like it was on my bed and I didn't realize, and I sat on it and it just snapped in half, and I was like, no. And it was still playing like the Pokemon Emerald music, and I was like, stop, please.
Oh, dude, that's.
And then I got a blue one, which I think I still have that one.
How much did it like retail for? I don't even remember.
I think
Is it 100?
I don't know about I can't remember the SP. The Game Boy Advance was like $60.
Okay.
It was crazy value. I want to say the SP was like $100. If I remember correctly.
If it's 100, I mean that's a totally.
Either way, right? $100 for that system. My God, we will never reach that peak again.
Shelly and Chet, who's older than us by like 20,000 years, Chet was 129.
For the SP,
I'm still fine with that.
So yeah, that's still like.
I mean that's still peak. Although now I feel really bad for my parents because they bought more than.
That's a lie.
at least 4, and that's like low balling. Damn, I feel like every time we talk about some kind of Nintendo subject, we just kind of.
Right, we always go on this like
nostalgia trip.
Nostalgia trip, yeah.
It's just like, yeah, it was the best time of our lives.
Yeah, it was literally peak old Nintendo. So good. How do you hit me with the boomerang after I hit you with the boomerang?
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
No!